The world needs beer.
But we all know Hillary Clinton is a three-legged midget.
If you were a Nintendo cartridge, I blow you. I think I'm gonna go piss on my world tree. Duval! My name's Alan, and I like to party. My name is Mike, and I like flip-flops.
You want to hear something special?
What's up, friends? We're back again for the midweek roll.
Ooh, we're doing our first ever 2 podcasts in a week.
That's right, man. That's right.
We're doing it, man.
So what's up, bitches? We're here.
It's so weird coming in like twice in a week.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Yeah, a little bit.
But we'll get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, people will adapt to this change.
Yeah. I mean,
all of you.
I'm going to tell you one of the things that I've struggled with the midweek roll is trying to find something to talk about. We usually have all week long for news to build and for things to happen, and now we're kind of like scratching, like, what are we going to talk about?
It's like what we say today might not be relevant tomorrow.
That's true, man.
That's kind of the problem we kind of ran into today. But we're going to have a fun episode, non-political, non-protesting, non-everything, just fucking fun. Good old-fashioned shit.
There is some fun shit. I wanted to talk about a documentary that I did watch last night.
Oh, yeah? What was it?
There's a new Jeffrey Epstein documentary. Yeah. It's like, I think it's ranked number 10 or number 9 on Netflix.
Awesome.
And it was pretty good. It kind of it dove into the victims, basically.
Good.
It dove into the victims part of it, and it was kind of like a solidarity thing between 4 women actually, who came forward in the beginning, and they weren't even hurt. You know, this whole case is riddled.
Oh yeah.
With all kinds of
conspiracy.
Backroom deals and and all kinds of things that are just bad, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the Acosta, which was the I think he was the district attorney for Florida.
Yeah.
At the time, he kind of swept it under the rug, man.
Yeah.
And the whole thing goes through. I don't want to ruin the documentary. It's a good documentary. If you're out there, you're looking for something to watch.
You know what it's called?
Yeah.
You know the name of it?
I will look it up. That was something I did not. I'll look it up in a second.
Yeah.
That was something I did not look up, but it follows the money trail. It talks about the money.
The money trail.
And one of your squares fell off the wall. we put some new soundproofing up.
My head right there. I'll just stay here the entire podcast.
We put some new soundproofing up to make it sound a little better, and the 3M tape is just not holding on to these foam squares. So we'll get it figured out.
Let it fall like a Tower of Babylon. It's gonna fall.
Yeah. We'll see. Let us know if it sounds any better. And I don't know if you want to put that one back up or not. It's fine if you don't.
If they're gonna fall, they're gonna fall.
They're gonna fall.
I'm not gonna worry about
they're
it.
gonna freaking fall, man. That's
Fuck
for
it.
Yeah. At this point, we tried our best. We put them up like 3 different times.
Yeah, we did our best.
You know, the things that are unforeseen when you try to go into a project.
I think it's every project for me.
Really?
Every time I do something like this, something just goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
It's just me. Maybe I'm just a bad person in the world trying to tell me that.
Maybe.
One project at a time.
Maybe.
Alan,
I
stop.
I doubt it, man. You're not a bad person.
Thanks.
Ish.
Some of the things I do outside this podcast.
Let me tell you, man.
I make cereals.
Trying to find the name of this Jeffrey Epstein. Sorry, fill some time here.
So, airplanes are weird, right?
It's called Filthy Rich.
Okay.
Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich.
Yep.
And it's basically stories from the survivors. Basically fueled this documentary, and it goes into how he used his wealth and his power to cover up a lot of the things that were going on at the time, and I believe it. Yeah. I mean, I think at when he got put in jail, before he was in jail, he was going to offer up he had $150 million set aside for bail. Dude.
Wow.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, man.
That's how you know you're going down hard.
Oh, yeah. When they broke into his, they busted down the door to his mansion in his townhome in New York. They went into his safe. He had multiple passports, diamonds. Come on, man. he
Yep.
knew eventually he was going down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can't live that kind of life and expect to get away scot free.
Yeah, and his girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell.
What's her name?
Ghislaine?
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 That's a horrible
Ghislaine.
name.
She was German.
Horrible name.
It's a horrible name, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I'm immature though, so I don't know.
It might be something that's very popular in
Yeah.
Germany. I couldn't know, like Klaus or
Klaus, yeah.
something like that. I mean,
Michael.
I don't know where that name comes from.
Weird.
Yeah, this just got strange. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We found out today that we have a lot of listeners in Germany.
Oh, we did actually.
And Ireland too.
I scrolled through the analytics, very few far between, probably less than I should be. But we found today that we have a solid listening in Germany and Ireland.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody is wondering, my last name is German. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now. My last name is German.
Mine is too.
And my grandfather immigrated over here from Germany. And so did my grandmother on my dad's side. She came from Ireland, so I have strong roots in Ireland and strong roots in Germany as well. I've never been to either place,
God, you're white.
but I could. I know, right? But I could actually get citizenship from both countries because
I would so do it, man.
why not? I mean, it's
Might as well.
I mean, I don't know. I heard it makes it difficult to get back into the United States
Really?
if you have dual citizenships, but I'm not sure.
Wonder why.
I feel like a poser, though. You know,
Why?
I feel like a poser.
I don't
Like
think so.
I have the German passport.
We're not the Gestapo. You have to talk like that.
They speak like that. It's like very like
It's very aggressive.
aggressive.
It's an aggressive language.
Yeah.
It's like Russian. Russian's very aggressive too.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna open up this can, dude.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish this one real quick.
I bought this this Big Nose, what it's called. It's made by Swamphead Brewery. It's India Pale Ale.
Oh, it's local.
It is Floridian, 7.3% alcohol by volume. I like it, man. It's a strong beer. I do need to look this up on Untapped. But oh, another one fell. I was like, what's he laughing at?
We're down to 2, guys. We lost 2.
We lost two. We lost two of our foam brothers.
What's pissing me off? Those are staying up over there.
Yeah.
That's
on the
pissing me
opposite
off.
side of the room. Such bullshit. Such freaking bullshit. All right, let me look this bitch up on
Go ahead.
Untapped, man. Anything else going on, man? What else have you scribbled down on your little pad there?
Yeah, I mean, while we're on the topic of Netflix, have you watched a show called Midnight Gospel?
No, you were talking about that in a text to me.
Yeah, it was a while ago. But basically, it goes along the lines of what we were talking about on not the last episode, the episode before that about microdosing,
Oh, okay.
about how microdosing, hallucinogenics is becoming more popular and popular across 2020 for some reason. I don't know why. But go ahead. What's the rating on this beer?
Okay, rating on this beer is 3.75, which, from ones we've looked up, it's pretty high, man.
That's pretty. I mean, did Todd get on this or what? I didn't forget.
Yeah, I didn't either. Actually, the Todd.
Some guy named Todd
Some guy
listening
named
to this.
Fucking Todd. God damn you, Todd.
He's a piece of shit. How do you live with yourself?
Anyway,
That's like piss yellow.
let's get into their. I don't know. That's like the
That's
yellow when you're dehydrated yellow.
You dehydrate. You drink like
Yeah.
4 Monster Energies.
Oh God, I don't do those anymore. You do those still?
I drink Reigns.
What is that?
It's like way more potent than fucking Monster Energy.
Really?
But apparently it's better for you. It's more of like a athletic energy drink, I guess.
Oh, I used to drink this stuff called Redline way back in the day, and the first one I ever drank, I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest.
That's
dude.
how Reigns are.
I had like heart palpitations. I felt like I was going to die, man. My face was like red, and I was like, oh my, I'm going to die.
We'll get back into Midnight Gospel after this, but I had my stepdad try Reign for the first time ever, and I told him, I was like, don't drink it all in like one sitting. Like very sparingly pace this
That's where
drink out.
That's where I fucked up.
No, he decided to drink the entire can like one fucking gulp, and he almost had a fucking heart attack because of it.
Jesus
I
Christ.
told him, like, dude, you cannot do that. He crashed so hard afterwards, apparently. I was like,
Wow.
you can't fucking drink this. I was like, I have a problem drinking it. I'm fucking in my 20s, man.
Good job, John.
He was on the podcast.
He was on the podcast.
Episode 2.
Yeah, we're gonna have him back on. We're gonna get another mic in here. We're kind of putting the guest off to the side until we get another mic, just because
You don't want to half-ass it. We half-assed the past 2 times.
I feel like we've half-assed it. I feel like it's not creating a good listening experience for our listeners, our friends.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to put you through that again. I know whenever I hear something that's inaudible in my ears through a podcast,
I don't want to listen to it anymore.
I turn it off, dude.
Yeah.
I turn it off. It's hard for me to hear.
And that was
It's hard
episode
for
2
me
for
to
us.
pay attention, man. Episode 2 will be a redo. We'll have John back in here. Hopefully in a couple weeks, man. I'll have another mic
hopefully.
in a couple weeks, I
We'll
think.
bring Alexis back on here, too. And
Yeah, we'll bring her
shit.
back on here. Talk more to her about it. Let's get back to this Untapped.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this Big Nose by Swamphead is rated 3.75, and he says, their details on it is, it's created with crystal clear spring water that originates deep in the Okefenokee Swamp. Big Nose IPA is a mystical nectar brewed for hop lovers. Inhale the aroma and devour the flavor of Big Nose. Big Nose features massive amounts of late flavor hops, augmented with 2 dry hop additions to enhance the aromatics. Rich malt backbone combines with intense hop flavors to deliver a balanced finish that keeps you coming back to say, beer me.
They have a whole paragraph on this shit.
That's good, man.
Who the fuck writes this shit?
I don't know, but I like it, man.
I mean-
it's way better than our analysis of
Oh,
it.
yeah, well, mine's very, like, too much hops. The flavor's good. Beer good.
You know, our last pod, we had some shitty beer.
I mean, the live session was really good. I did like that one. That's
I'm sorry, but
one of my favorite.
there was
of it.
5 different beers,
Yeah.
and only 2 of them were good.
What was the other one?
Live session was good, and Jesus, I can't remember the other one that was good. That's how unmemorable it was. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's about right. It's all right though.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you're gonna like we said before, you're gonna come across some beers that are just not gonna jive with your taste buds, that you're not gonna like. That doesn't mean that everybody's not gonna like that beer, man.
Yeah.
It could be a great beer for somebody else. It's like
I mean, they make it for a reason.
what's the Engine 15 beer that you don't like? What is it called? Nutsack?
It is not accurate.
Nutsack. You hate that beer.
Yeah,
It's a brown ale.
it tastes so much like a brown ale.
It's
that
a brown
I don't
ale.
like it.
But it's like a strong brown
I
ale.
don't like the colored ales.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I like some blondes, but
I don't like the reds, man.
I hate reds.
I don't like
amber
reds.
ales. Ugh,
I don't mind the ambers. The reds, dude. No, man, I'm done.
I can't do any of them.
I'm done, man.
But back on the Midnight Gospel.
Yeah. Tell me more about this thing, man.
Yeah, it's more like a podcast cartoon. Like they have actual guests come on the cartoon for every episode, and they go into conversations about like mental well-being and like mental illness and depression and how to fix yourself and all that shit. Along whilst talking about medical marijuana use, psychedelics, mushrooms, all that. Looking at the brighter side and what they actually do, we talked about a little bit about how Pete Davidson microdoses help with his PTSD and depression. It goes into mostly about that. It's really fucking interesting. They post a lot of shit on Facebook and Instagram about positivity and well-being. It's actually pretty solid stuff.
Okay.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
It's worth the view. The last episode will make you cry. I won't lie to you, it's very fucking sad.
Okay.
And the season goes in about how the guy's mom actually did die and like a bunch of other shit, but it's like so left field. You won't even see it coming.
Spoilers.
It's not even a spoiler.
Okay.
It's the entire episode.
Okay.
Because the entire season is just him going to different planets and different dimensions, interviewing people on these planets. It's so crazy because they'll be like, he'll go into a different dimension and a different avatar, and he'll be like in the middle of like a zombie apocalypse. The first episode, middle of a zombie apocalypse, and he meets this the president of the United States, some random short guy. It's not Donald Trump, and middle of the fucking war zone. He's like, "Hey, can I interview you for my space cast?" That's what it's called. And the guy's like, "So yeah, when I started smoking weed originally," just immediately starts going into like weed. It's really fucking fascinating.
Okay.
So yeah, go check that shit out.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, man. You think it's like a kind of like a Rick and Morty meets real life? Because that's kind of like Rick and Morty, man. Their whole thing is interdimensional space travel.
It's like Rick and Morty meets Adventure Time meets
Adventure Time. I forgot about that
Well,
show.
it's made by them.
Ah, okay.
But
Okay.
Adventure Time meets Hallucinogenics.
Adventure Time was a great
It
cartoon.
was an
man.
amazing cartoon.
Yeah.
Beginning to end, dude. I loved it.
That was a good one.
It
Man.
was fucking all over the place.
So at the end of that, so if you haven't seen if you haven't seen Adventure Time by this point, it's been off the air, new episode wise, for like 4 years, something like that.
Something like that.
Shut the fuck up if you're pissy about what we're fixing to talk about. It is what it is. So how do you feel when it ended? Do you think he was in a coma at the end of
you
it?
were going to that?
Yeah.
I think like more like how I felt about the ending.
No. So supposedly.
No, it's Go ahead.
No.
I'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
No, you know more about it than I do. But from what I saw, my kids used to watch it, so I watched it with them. And from what I gathered, and I didn't see every single episode, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
So what I gathered from it was, he has all these adventures, and things are just like out of this world, unordinary, strange, weird shit. And towards the end of it, supposedly, we lost another one. Towards the end of it, you realize that he's in a coma, right?
No.
Okay.
So the creators of the show, because that was definitely a theory about the show, was that he was in a coma. Like, it's the same thing with fucking Pokemon. People said that Ash was in a coma in Pokemon. But, no, what actually was the world that they lived in was post-apocalyptic. It was our world, but post-apocalyptic.
Okay.
That was the actual thing, because in the intro of the show, you'll see, like, nuclear missiles in the ground. Like, in the intro of the show. Like, for 5 seconds, you'll see it. But that's what it is. But at the end of the show, it's super fucking sad, because Finn gets, the main character, gets the shit end of the stick of everything. He doesn't get the girl he loves, or the other girl he loves, or the other girl he loves. He just fucking goes on, man. Like, he's done with his adventures. Jake has his own family now, his dog, and he just goes on living. It's super fucking introspective and sad.
It's introspective because it is real life.
Yeah, it's real life.
People move on, man. I mean, I've had so many friends over the years, man, that I don't talk to anymore.
Oh, same.
It's strange, the realization that you are gonna have this friend for this period of time, and this is not gonna be your friend forever.
Yeah.
And normally, when you do have friends forever, you don't really like them a whole lot anyway. You're kind of just sticking around because you've been around forever. I mean, I could be wrong.
No, you're right. That's how it is. It's fucking depressing, but it's how it is.
It's slightly depressing, but
People fear loneliness.
people do fear loneliness. This life is not, it's not infinite, it's finite. So, if you find somebody that you jive with, that we know of. If you find somebody you jive with, man, let them know. Let them know you jive with them. Let them know you care about them. Let them know you love them, man. Because guess what, dude? Tomorrow's not fucking guaranteed. And guess what? Even if tomorrow was guaranteed, 10 years from now it's not guaranteed, man.
Nope.
Shit. Cherish what you got, man.
Yeah.
And with that, I drink.
I drink to that shit. All introspective.
Out of my
shit.
fucking ale horn.
Alehorn.com. It's like Tourette's me now. Every time I hear Alehorn, I have to say Alehorn.com.
I even put the stickers on the side of my can. Ale horn. Bam.
We did.
I don't know if you can see it or not. If you can't, it is what it is.
Sponsor us.
Ale horn. Come on, baby.
Speaking of sponsors, is there like any particular company or organization you would want to be sponsored by in this podcast?
Because we're beer centric, I want to get sponsored by a beer company. First of all, that would be great.
That would be amazing. That's a goal.
That's a huge goal.
Yeah.
That's
but,
a huge
But would
goal.
that mean we would have to drink that beer and that beer only every podcast?
Probably.
So knowing that, would you still want to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't want to sell out, but at the same time,
It is kind of like selling. Are we selling out though? If it's our first real big break.
first real big break, I'm going to take it, man.
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna take it.
Is it selling out at that point?
I don't think it's selling out if no one else is on board and they're the only ones that are on board.
Yeah, if they're only
Shit.
offered, yeah.
If they're only offered, take it, man.
So if like Michelob Ultra was like, "Hey, we'll sponsor you guys," would you do it?
I've already talked shit about Michelob Ultra too.
Good question.
I mean, maybe we'll have Michelob Ultra sitting on the table beside our ale horn and inside
Yeah,
the ale.
there we go. We'll do the motocross thing. We'll have like Monster Energy cans with like a bottle of water actually in their can. We'll do that.
Maybe. Hey,
We'll put some sweet water in the Michelob cans.
you listeners, you friends, you'll never know. Trust me.
You never know.
You never know. These foam things are really irritating me. Why do we spend all this time putting these things up, by the
Because
way?
that was gonna work.
It might help with the sound, so let's just hope.
I mean, it'll be better by next episode. I feel like.
Oh yeah, we'll get it straightened out.
No, we'll figure this out. This is a one-time fuck up.
We'll get it straightened out, man.
Yeah.
So that, the beer sponsor would be a dream, of course.
Yeah.
I'd like to get Alehorn on board. I mean, I don't know how big of a company they are. They might be real niche, but they're really cool fucking mugs, man. And I want more people to start drinking out of them. It makes you feel like a fucking Viking, man.
Yeah.
You know. There's a few other ones I'd like to look into, man. A few restaurant chains as well. You know what I mean? I mean, if you think about it,
Well, like
restaurants.
Darden.
Well, where?
Like Darden.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, they own like Olive Garden, Longhorn, and like which other franchises?
Well, right now, people are still struggling to fill a restaurant, right? So, and the bars just opened back up,
Yeah.
but they're only opened up 50%. So they have all these empty tables.
Yeah,
I mean, we can do a podcast in a restaurant, man.
that'd be cool.
It'd be cool as fuck, dude. Sponsored by Chili's. Sponsored by
I could.
whatever, man.
Might actually be able to see if that could happen at some point
That'd be cool as hell, dude.
where I work.
I mean, we set this whole thing up in how long? 20 minutes tops?
Yeah,
It doesn't take that much.
it takes a laptop and 2 microphones.
Laptop, 2 microphones, cans, and another computer
Yeah,
for the videoing.
dude. Yeah, I would totally do it at my place of work.
Okay.
I mean, and the whole like struggling to like full capacity thing, it's not even that big of a struggle. Especially where I work, we reach capacity every single night.
Right.
But because of the limited seating, capacity is like 50%.
Right.
Like last night when I was working was a Saturday, and last time I was working, I'm sorry, last time I was working it was Saturday, and we had people lined at the fucking door in the pouring rain
Yeah.
to come sit down at the restaurant because
Dude.
we are capacity.
Dude, you work at one of the best pizza joints I've ever eaten a pie at, honestly.
It is the best.
And I've been around a little bit. I've gotten around a little bit, and I've eaten pies at other restaurants. And there's a couple that are decent, but nothing
Yeah.
on that par. And I don't know what it is about the dough. I don't know if it's the spring water dough that they're using. I don't know, man.
I hate crust, man, but I eat the shit out of that crust.
Dude, I dip that crust in ranch dressing, dude. Because I'm a fucking
They have
white
good
boy.
ranch. Well, everything that they have is made by that company. Like, there's not a single item in our walk-in that isn't made by that company.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah, so it's all even our gluten-free crust is made by that company.
You fucking people who are gluten free. Ugh. Ugh. Dude, this is natural selection. You weren't supposed to make it.
You
All right?
You do realize
I realize a lot that my daughter's actually gluten free.
she has an actual allergy.
Yeah, she like blows up like Stay Puft
She
marshmallow.
feels
man.
like so embarrassed. She does. She feels like so embarrassed about like to ask at restaurants. Do you have gluten-free? Because everybody's on the fucking trend of the keto diet and
Yeah.
carnivore diet and
Yeah.
shit.
Talking about pizza, I was reading this story, man. This segues right into it. It's straight. We lost another.
No, it's pissing me off.
Me too. We're talking about pizza, man, and it's strange talking about pizza because I was actually reading about this story. I wrote it down, and there's this Belgian man, and
Belgian.
he's Belgian, yeah.
Oh.
And the story says, "Too much pizza? Is there ever too much pizza?" Evidently, this guy has got fucking PTSD because somebody is playing a fucking practical joke on him for over a decade and sends him pizzas all hours of the fucking night, at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Holy shit. The dedication.
That's dedication, man.
I think he fucked up.
I don't know what happened,
By
man.
telling his story, I think he fucked up because now he's going to get
it's
it more
on.
often.
Oh, it's on.
From everybody, not just that one person anymore. Or organization, whoever the fuck it is.
He says it's not just pizza, though. It's mostly pizza. But every once in a while, he'll get, like, fast food deliveries. And he's like, I didn't order this. I don't know how he talks, but I'm guessing. Nine, I did not order this. You bastards. Get out.
He's Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah.
Ah!
I don't know how I mean, I would be mad for a decade, obviously.
I can just imagine him sitting at the door, opening the door. Nah! Get out my property!
Every time someone knocks on the door, no matter what it is, he gets mad instantly, I'm sure.
Nah!
It sucks, dude.
Yeah.
It sucks.
So, back to the pizza joint. I know we talk about you a lot, and we talked about this, how we're always focusing on that. I mean, I'm a pretty boring guy. I don't do anything, really.
You do stuff.
I do some stuff. Dude, so you seen any really cool fucking masks since everybody's got to wear a goddamn mask now?
I've seen a few.
Really?
I think my favorite that I've seen was somewhere between the Jason mask and an alien mask.
Okay.
Or it was alien with a fucking like mouth sticking out of the mouth.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty badass.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I saw online, and I guess you have to order. It's like $20 or some shit like that. So I'm like, I'm not on board. But it was a ball gag.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
I'm like, dude, you got some balls if you're gonna wear that.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking like,
or you don't have balls.
like if you do custom ones, will you like eat me? Fucking like put words on it. I've seen like the processors are writing shit on their masks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what would you write? What would you write on yours? I mean, if you had to think about it, cussing you.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to put on mine.
Mouthing "fuck you" under here.
Pretty much.
I mean, I was just thinking about
What
it.
if like this sucks?
Oh yeah,
That's something boring like that.
that's pretty good. Or oh no, put the danger sign right over it, man.
There we go. Toxic.
Toxic, yeah,
Toxic symbol, yeah.
radioactive or whatever. That'd be fun, man.
Pretty cool.
I don't know. I was just thinking to myself, all these fucking masks, man. They're always. I was in Target the other day, and of course we're trying to find masks because you can't go anywhere without wearing a fucking mask these days. And they got some in there, and they're like this fucking sweatshirt material with like multiple slits to put over your ears and shit. And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I'm so over it. They were in the buggy, and I took them out of the buggy. That's how over it I am.
Oh. So
Yeah.
you were gonna buy them.
I was gonna buy them.
And then it splits like, and you're like, that's
Like,
stupid.
I'm like, fuck this, man.
I do that same shit with video games. I'll like start downloading something on my Xbox and then immediately uninstall it after like a second of downloading. I'm like, I'm gonna play this for 5 seconds and I'm gonna stop it immediately. I'm gonna uninstall.
I'm out.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's how bored I am lately.
What? Yeah, I was playing Assassin's Creed again today, and I haven't played in so long.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so far in the story. I mean, I'm probably, if you look at the storyline, I'm 60 to 70% done.
Yeah, so you're almost there then.
I'm almost at the fucking end.
That's not including side quests and shit.
I'm talking about 70% of the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. So that's not including side quests. So
Yeah.
at probably 75 or 80%, you're gonna reach the end.
Dude.
Yeah.
And I've stopped for so long, and I'm picking it back up, and I want to get back into it, because it just, I don't know, I just want to get back into it, right? So I'm picking it back up, and I'm trying to fight these things that were, these characters in the story that were just, they were nothing to me when I was playing it before.
Right.
They're beating the fuck out of me, dude. It's like, God, I've lost it.
Right.
I've lost it, man. I've lost the aim. I've lost the feel for it.
It happens,
man.
dude.
That sucks, man. It only happens when you stop playing video games.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it stops when it stops when you're playing. It stops when you stop playing any video game. God. I mean, like I've gone back and forth between games, and like I go to a game I haven't played in years, and I immediately get fucked like you just did. And I play video games like every single day of my life. I don't think I've gone a day without playing a video game.
Really?
Yeah. I'm that avid of a gamer.
I'm about 6 months out.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man, I hadn't really picked it up in 6 months. I mean, I've tried, but what I like to do is drink beer and play video
Oh,
games.
who doesn't?
But I suck when I drink beer when I play video games. If I really want to get into a story, I gotta be sober. I want to be able to be mindful and I want to feel like I'm in the game. And there's like when you start drinking, it feels like there's the equivalent of looking through a window with a screen on it. Like looking out your window and you open the window and there's still a bug screen on it.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like I'm actually in it.
That's a good way of putting it. I really thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I drink a lot when I play Dark Souls, so and that's me just like a challenge for myself, I guess.
Is that a mindless game too? Because you played it so long.
So many times, yeah, it really is mindless.
I bet you didn't play that game drunk the first time you played it.
Oh
Though.
fuck no.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Who the fuck does?
I mean, you could play GTA 5
Yeah,
fucking all
it's
day long
mindless.
drunk. It's mindless, but anything that you want to be
Yeah,
if you want to feel like you're in the game. And a lot of times, man, as long as there's no background, you put your headphones on, there's no background noise, it's just you in the game. Dude, you get so immersed.
Oh yeah.
And that's part of the allure of playing video games for me. I want to feel like it's an escape. It's something different from my actual life. Not that my life is bad at all.
But no, it's an escape from reality.
It's an escape from reality. It's an
not
escape from
not only your
reality.
life, but reality.
That's one of the things that I do love about video games is it gives you the opportunity to live another life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you haven't played games in like 6 months, you just said, and
Yeah.
what's a game coming out that you know of that's going to change that for you?
Well, when Valhalla, Assassin's Creed
You're a
Valhalla
huge
comes
Assassin's
out,
Creed fan.
I am huge
That's awesome.
Assassin's Creed fan. I've played all of them, and you know what it reminds me of? Before Assassin's Creed became this genre of video games. Do you know there was another video game that was out before that called Prince of
I was
Persia?
going to say that one, yeah.
It reminded me of it.
Yeah, because it's by the same studio and developers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The most recent Prince of Persia game that was going to come out turned out to be Assassin's Creed. I think Prince of Shadows was the last one.
Okay.
They're going to do a sequel after that, but then they scrapped it and turned it into Assassin's Creed.
They made a shitty movie about it too. You ever seen that?
Prince of, with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. It had a bunch of good actors in it too. You bastard!
Ed Lingard.
Well, eventually the YouTubers were able to see the whole wall fall off.
One by one.
One by one, they're all falling. Oh well.
But yeah.
We'll figure it out. I guess I'll. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shitty fucking movie. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it was terrible.
It wasn't good at all.
That was like the first real whitewashing.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, aside from like earlier movies, because it was a different time. But no, that's cool, man. Assassin's Creed is a great fucking franchise.
Love it.
So you're waiting on Valhalla right now.
I'm waiting on Valhalla. I want to play Cyberpunk pretty bad.
That's my next big game.
Yeah.
That's my next, like, I'm going to get fucking immersed into this game.
That's my number one, number two, and there's just so much to do in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
You're gonna be. It's gonna be difficult to get bored.
That's the idea of it.
That's the idea of it
Yeah.
anyway. There was a game out. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe you probably know if I start describing it. But Michael played it. My son Michael played it and got into it. And what the guy he had a black ball cap. He was kind of like a Secret Service type guy, and you used the technology that you had to hack into cameras, to hack into
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
So I think that Cyberpunk's going to be similar to Watch Dogs.
Not even a little bit.
You don't think so?
No, Watch Dogs was okay. It wasn't nearly as immersive.
Okay, all right.
There
There was a lot to do in that Watch Dogs game, though. I couldn't
Oh,
get
there's a
into
lot,
it.
yeah.
I couldn't get into it. I tried. I played it for a little while. I did like the fact that you could like hack into anything that was electronic.
Exactly, that was cool.
It was kind of cool.
And they found out in real life that all those hacks were actually possible.
Really?
Yeah, CNN did a whole story about it when the game came out. Like, be careful about this game, because all these hacks are real. Like, no one would have thought about it until you said it, so...
Okay.
Yeah. Cyberpunk's gonna be a whole other monster on its own. I think it's gonna be the next big fucking game. And hopefully it might go to VR at some point. That would be the real dangerous, immersive experience.
That's my next step.
Oh, yeah.
VR. I don't think I'm going to purchase another game system. I think I'm going to buy a gaming computer and a VR setup. I think I'm going to get it going. There's a few games out there that have come a long way.
Oh, yeah.
Half-Life, the VR Half-Life. Have you
Oh,
seen
my
that?
God, yeah. Half-Life Alyx, yeah.
God. Dude, when I watched the video of it, I'm like, I have to have this.
This looks so real.
I have to have this right now.
It's so expensive, though. It's like $700 for the fucking rig itself. For a good rig.
For a good rig,
For
yeah.
a really good one.
And then for a
Which
good
is what you
computer,
want.
you're looking at $1,200 to $1,500
Yeah.
bucks. So all in all together, you're looking at about $2,200
Yep.
for everything.
Yep. Pretty
And
much.
I don't have that kind of cash laying around.
That's a lot to get into a game, man.
It's a lot to get into the one game.
The one game,
That's why I'm holding off as long as possible. But I don't want to buy another Xbox. I don't want to buy another
I'm
PlayStation.
gonna buy the next Xbox.
The next PlayStation looks pretty badass, dude. They're promising a lot of innovations.
Every time they promise something, Xbox comes out with their specs and
I know.
topples it.
I know.
But I mean, I play both. I play PC, I play PS4, and I play Xbox. So I mean, I'm with everything.
I didn't know you had a PC. Oh, well, it was sitting right in front of me. I didn't know you were a PC gamer.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play a little bit of Counter-Strike
Mm.
and a little bit of Total War.
Counter-Strike's awesome,
I
dude.
play Dota sometimes too, actually.
Mm.
League of Legends occasionally.
Mm.
Yeah. I try to play a little everything so I can experience everything I want to fucking experience. Why limit yourself to one console?
I think somebody needs to develop a game that is centered around the Incas, the Aztecs, and the Mayans. I think it's a genre that could be exploited. I mean, it could bring back, like, I don't know. I know they've tried to roll back time in video games. Like, everything is so futuristic now.
People aren't interested in like the rolling back period.
I know, but there's so much out there to be
Oh,
had
yes.
because we've leaped so far forward. Like, what was the prehistoric Far Cry? I mean, I know it
Primal?
sucked. I know it sucked,
Yeah, Far Cry Primal was terrible.
but there were certain aspects of it that were decent. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it was fun.
I don't know. Do you remember that fighting dinosaur game called Rage?
Yeah.
Come on, man! I want to play that again, but that's because I'm old. You know,
Yeah.
there's certain like you get into it and you're like, I remember this, and I want to go back to that time. And then when you go back and you play those games, you're like, this sucks.
Yeah, I mean, even like the remakes of the game are terrible. Like, I buy every Mortal Kombat that comes out. I don't know why, because I play it for 3 days, like extremely like in depth with the game, and then I drop it immediately after 3 days.
Wow.
But I still buy it every year because I like those 3 days. It's kind of the same thing though. Like, it's fun, it's nostalgic for 3 days.
What I started doing past few years, I've been buying like the most expensive version of a game if I know I'm going to like it.
Like deluxe
The
edition.
deluxe edition, the gold, platinum editions, whatever it's called, I don't
Okay.
know. And that way I get all the downloads, so you can continue to play the game even after you beat it.
Right.
And all the downloads come with it. And then all you're doing at that point is hoping, praying that they'll actually download and give you some DLC content.
That's the problem with it, though. The season pass shit
I know.
is a real problem in the gaming industry. It's because you're paying for the fucking full like 5 years of expansions they have planned out, but they might not reach that 5 years.
Oh, look
So
how
you're paying for one.
how many times have they pushed back Cyberpunk?
Holy shit!
You see what I'm saying?
Don't get me started.
You see what I'm saying? Though.
I know
It's
what you're
like,
saying.
It's like they could promise you something and then basically
there's
not produce.
There's pushing back like Cyberpunk did. They pushed back because they want the game to come out right. And then there's pushing back like Assassin's Creed does a lot of the time with Ubisoft. And they push back because the release is not right. It matches up with this game. And then the game still comes out like shit. Because every Assassin's Creed that comes out immediately turns into shit. Immediately. Because the graphics aren't right. You got polygons meshing with polygons. You're following through the map pretty much.
I'm gonna tell you this much though. Odyssey is the most put together Assassin's Creed they've ever put
yeah.
out. The most,
sure.
I mean, you don't have like a dude that's half in a carriage and like the top of his torso is riding down the fucking street.
Did you play Syndicate? I talked about this last time too. Not Syndicate.
It's Syndicate.
No.
It's the one where they're in London.
the one before that.
I played all of them.
Unity. Unity was the biggest flop for them on Assassin's Creed because
I like that online
the
Unity.
face disappeared. It was crazy. Me, my friend Alex, my friend Patrick were #1 in the world on Unity multiplayer for like a week straight.
That's pretty big.
Like #1 in the fucking. It was before like Unity became really popular after they fixed
pretty
everything.
big.
Yeah, it was so cool. Like we got on one day to play. We're like, oh, guys, we're #1 in the world right now.
Nice.
Want to play? No. Cool.
All right.
Alright, cool.
We'll just keep going on.
Pretty much. But yeah, they had the biggest issue at launch with the faces like disappearing. You would see the eyeballs and the mouth, and that was
remember.
it.
I remember.
Yeah, you see their skull and
It
shit.
was strange.
And you would constantly fall to the map, fall through trees. It was so weird.
Mm-hmm.
But that's part of Ubisoft's problem, man. They delay things for no fucking reason because they're going to release patches later on.
I could say that it costs a shit ton of money to make a video game.
Oh, yeah.
A shit ton of money, like millions of dollars to make a fucking video game.
Yeah.
And every time that it pushes further back, you have issues, man,
Yeah.
with trying to make up the money. But video gaming industry is one of the biggest industries out there. They make more money than they spend and put into it by far.
Which is crazy because I have like a very minimal amount of experience with gaming because I went to school for game design for about 6 weeks before I flunked out. But you're not you're not investing the money into the game. You're investing into the people creating the game. That's part of the problem. that I think. I mean, because like the software costs $60 to fucking make a game. That's what we're using in the game design school was Maya software, which is used across not just gaming but animated TV shows as well.
Oh wow.
So $60 for this product, but you got to invest now in people creating this product.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about the upside in the video game.
Mm-hmm.
They're even getting more upside now because GameStop's going away.
Oh yeah. Well,
GameStop's going away.
They're trying to reinvent.
Well, here's the thing. They can become a Spencer's type shop.
That's what they're trying to do.
That's all they can
They're trying to
really
become a retro game store at this point.
Because what are you doing now? I download 98% of my games now. I don't buy hard copies of these discs. Well, I don't buy hard copies of discs for me anymore because I can game share with my son if I buy it, and we have multiple consoles. He can play downstairs, I can play upstairs, and we can have a good time together off one purchase instead of buying two copies.
You're right.
And also, that helps and affects their bottom line because they don't have to mass produce all these discs.
Good for
all
the
these.
environment too.
It's better for the environment.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even think of it that way, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I buy hard copies sometimes if I know I may or may not like the game. If I'm iffy on it, I won't be able to return this game because on game sharing and buying digitally, you can't return right now at least.
Sure, it's yours.
They're working on it.
Well, that's the reason why they invented Game Pass. And Game Pass doesn't have a shit ton of games on it, but it's got a lot.
Oh, a fuck ton, dude.
Well, they got like 100 and some odd games.
If you download 2 games a month, which is, say, 2 brand new games, that's like $120 in games. You're paying what? I pay $15 for mine.
Okay.
With Xbox Live and Game Pass in total, $15. So I'm paying $15 a month for 2 games of $120. If you're just downloading 1 game a month, then you're making your fucking money back on it.
It's true. You know what we do? I log out of mine downstairs and I log into his. I download the fucking game to my console through his. So as long as you have Game Pass, you can download it as many times to as many consoles as you want underneath your gamer tag.
Yeah.
So basically, I go downstairs, I log into his. I pay for it every month. So it's basically, I should be able to have access to it too. Come on.
There you go.
And I get whatever games that I want while I'm logged underneath his.
Yeah.
Log out, log back into mine after the game's downloaded. Boom. Done.
Done, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-win.
It really is.
And there has to be a better. And that Game Pass is like the first iteration of something like this. I think there was GameFly before that.
Yeah.
GameFly.
But it's still around.
I can't believe it's still around, actually. You know, since Microsoft's taken the reins. But Game Pass is through. Lost another.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like the whole wall is filled with
We wasted
emptiness.
like half an hour.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I'm not putting any of them back up. We're just going to stack them. And we'll figure it out after that. Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
What are you going to do? It did look cool. I'm glad you took a picture of it.
Yeah, I got a picture on Instagram. We look good on Instagram.
Yeah!
Looking good for the gram.
Hey, we'll fix it. It'll be better. It'll be better. It'll be better. Yeah, but GameFly, man. Remember that?
I remember
when
that.
that first came out?
Yep.
I did not partake. I did not partake, but
You did partake?
I did not partake in GameFly. No.
It was worth it for the trial membership you did. I did, which was like $5 a month for 3 months was the trial membership I did, which was awesome at the time.
Ain't bad.
Exactly, it's better than
How many
nothing.
games did it offer?
You get 2. Well, you can choose which one you want. I had the 2 games. A month. Yeah, 2 games a month. So I had 2 games a month for 3 months. But it did suck because they would have availability ratings like, oh, this game isn't available right now because it's already out with everybody else. So if you didn't get that game because somebody else already had it, then you have to get another game on your list. It was like Redbox. Yeah. Oh, can't get that. Need something else.
Shit. Me and my
But I
brother,
wanted that.
we used to rent video games from Blockbuster.
Those are the days.
Yeah, we used to rent video games from Blockbuster. But if you had the copy, you could recheck it out.
Yep.
So we would rent games for like a month, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was fun. It was mostly Super Nintendo games. You know, so
Yeah.
you kind of we read a game, and me and him would go back and forth on the game for like 2 or 3 days during the summer until we beat the motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is, people don't understand. There was very limited saves in these games.
Oh yeah, you couldn't save.
Dude, back in the day, you could save maybe... at first, you couldn't save at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Contra.
Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, you couldn't
Oh my
save.
God.
You couldn't save at all.
Yeah.
And you either beat it from the beginning to the end, and you left that console on if you had to go away and use the bathroom or eat.
Or you go to school.
School, you just left it on all
That
day.
was me.
That was part of the problem with that whole game console. I think that a lot of people, their game consoles petered out because it was being left on for so fucking long, man.
Yeah. And then it came out with memory cards.
Memory cards, PlayStation.
Which were great
Ish.
at the time. Until you fucking left your memory card over at a friend's house, and then you no longer had that game until you got it back from your friend.
Oh god.
So, yeah, memory cards were not that great. It was a good advancement. Everything's a stepping stone. So
Everything's stepping stone.
that was a
man.
stepping stone completely.
Nah, I've been a gamer since I was a kid, man. My very first console was an Atari. The very first Atari came out. I had Space Invaders, man. I had Space Invaders, yeah. That and Pac-Man. And dude, they're
Just
dropping.
don't, man. Just don't.
Just don't recognize that they're dropping. But these foam squares are dropping everywhere. This is just not fun at all for us. Yeah.
Okay, so Atari.
Atari. I went from an Atari to a Commodore 64.
What was your first game you played on Atari? On your first game console?
First game console for Space Invaders.
That was your first game on mine.
Space Invaders was the very first. Yeah.
I think mine was PS2. It was Devil May Cry
Wow.
1. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I started very aggressively.
Wow.
And that's why I like Dark Souls so much, man. I don't know, because I started in an aggressive period of gaming.
What's the first game you beat all the way to the end and was extremely proud of yourself?
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, that was a hard game, dude. I was like 8.
Yeah, I went to. I think that is a hard game. First of all, I beat that one, but that's a very hard game.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was saves involved, so you did
They
have
were,
an
yeah.
advantage.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
You did have an advantage.
completely.
The first game that I beat all the way through was Contra.
You talked about that one. Yeah, we talked about this last time, yeah. It was Contra.
Then Ninja Gaiden.
That's
That
impressive.
was so hard, man.
They're both impressive.
That was so hard. That was like 3 days.
Because
of-
Contra, like, you
leaving my
die.
console.
You start at the beginning.
Yeah, you're dead.
Restart.
But I did, after I beat it, learn up, down, BA, start. Infinite lives! Woo!
Showing your age.
Yeah.
Remember cheat codes?
Yeah, cheat codes. Oh.
I remember, like, buying the fucking books at the school book fair of cheat codes and then, like, having, like, 3 or 4 of the games in the entire book.
Fuck yeah,
I was
man.
like, this is cool, I guess.
I think the very first game that I got cheat codes for was GTA 3? GTA...
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
GTA 3, I think, yeah. But the game that I beat on the new age consoles, the very first game, was the very first Tomb Raider. That was a hard game, man.
Like on PS1?
PS1, yeah.
Okay.
PlayStation 1, yeah. It was so fucking hard, man. There were saves,
it was
there was
hard.
memory cards, but it was so hard.
Yeah.
And the puzzles that were in that thing just kept you guessing, man. Kept you guessing. And there was no such thing as walkthroughs.
No. There was no YouTube to help you out. Or, you had to buy strategy guides.
I never bought strategy.
You never
guides,
bought them?
man.
Oh, I did.
No.
Oh, I did. Oh, my God.
No,
I did.
No, I didn't buy
I mean, the
strategy.
first one I bought a strategy guide for was Zelda Wind Waker on GameCube.
Okay.
That was the first one. I was a huge like Zelda and Final Fantasy fan, so I had like the strategy guides for all of those. That was the first one I ever bought was for Wind Waker because there was one part in the fucking game where you have to like go across the entire ocean looking for these Triforce pieces, and it was if you didn't have the strategy guide, I don't think you could possibly beat it because they were so all over the place.
Wow. It's so distracting. It's so distracting.
Not gonna let it
It's
get to me, man.
It's like all these fucking squares keep falling off the goddamn wall.
Not gonna get to me, man.
And you know what, man? I'm just gonna keep putting them over here to the side.
There you go.
I'm gonna stack them.
There you go.
And I guess while I'm on vacation, I'll work on these things. I guess I'll wait for you to help.
Yeah, pretty much.
Since you were involved. But the amount that have fallen on the floor, I'm just gonna stack up here for everyone to see. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It fucking sucks, man.
It sucks.
What a waste
But-
of time.
So, anyways, since we're on the topic of like our first, what's your first genre of music you ever gotten into? Changing the topic now from
Oh,
gaming.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that. For most guys of my age, and I don't know if it has anything to do with the hormones, but I really didn't get into music until Jesus, I was maybe 12, 13.
Well, what's getting you into music for you?
Well, I mean, I take it back. My dad was into music really hard, and I liked a lot of songs my dad played. And he played like Molly Hatchet, he played AC/DC,
Okay.
he played shit like
He's
that.
playing like the hair and thrash metal era of music.
He had some other stuff in there. He had James Dean.
Oh, okay. So little over the place. Fuck yeah.
A little all over the place, man. But the first one that I really liked was Guns N' Roses, man. I was a Guns N' Roses fan.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like that was the time period though. Like
Time period.
My parents tell me about it all the time.
Yeah,
too.
hair metal. Yeah,
My mom tells me the story about how like
hair bands. Sorry.
yeah, hair band metal.
Yeah.
My mom tells me at the time she had to like get my grandmother to buy her the Destruction. What was it?
Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah, she had to get her to buy that because that was the first parental warning on a CD.
Ooh, I don't think that's.
Oh, it was
true.
the first. No.
It's not the first.
It was the first in metal. I feel like that might be more accurate. I think the first might have been NWA. No.
Two Life Crew, bitch.
Yeah, I mean you would know more than I would.
I
Shit.
think it's Two Life Crew. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like still like you have to get a parent to buy you this because it's parental advisory.
Yeah. Do you know who came up with that parental advisory?
Some old white lady, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is some old white
It
lady.
always is.
It's Tipper Gore, Al Gore's
Oh
wife.
my god, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember like fucking Dee Snider was on trial, and so was the guy from Judas Priest was on trial for a while because their lyrics contained sexual things and like
Yeah.
alleged violence, even though it wasn't about violence. It was crazy.
This is what happens when you let God interfere with your music.
God interferes with anything, really.
Listen, I have absolutely no objection to you believing what you want to
Oh,
believe.
yeah, no.
But you shouldn't try to make me believe
No.
what you believe.
When you're forcing those views
Or-
on a public
yeah.
thing, it becomes an issue.
Or you shouldn't try to affect how I think about things or want to listen to things.
Because your way is the right way.
Yeah,
I would never force anybody to listen to fucking heavy metal music.
I don't like a lot of it. I like some of it.
I can tell.
I only like some of it, man. And
So-
the ones that I do like are the fucking death metal shit. I don't like it. I can't understand what they're saying.
I know.
I don't like that.
You never answered the question though. What's the first genre you've gotten into?
Rock,
Rock,
yeah, for sure, rock.
like what kind of rock? First favorite rock band.
First favorite rock band?
Topic of first today.
Oof. Yeah, the firsts.
My first time. Like this.
It was in a car. I'm just kidding. Or maybe I'm not.
It was to this band.
No, I guess my first genre I liked was definitely along the lines of rock, and I think it was probably AC/DC.
All right. Yeah, that's a good start.
I mean,
band.
I was young, I was super young, so I mean, heavily influenced by my parents.
Yeah,
On my own
as
though,
everybody is.
the first CD I ever bought myself was "Slippery When Wet." Bon Jovi, "Slippery When Wet," man. It was great, man. It was great, man.
That's
Chicks
funny.
loved it too.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Chicks loved it, man.
Chicks love music, man.
Well, and a lot of, like I was saying earlier, man, a lot of things guys do, are especially at that age, are to impress girls or women, man. So, I mean, I'm not sure if it was something that I truly enjoyed, or if it was something that I was just playing.
But you adapted to it.
Oh hell yeah!
There you go.
Yeah. I think the second CD I ever bought was. This is funny. Michael Jackson's "Bad."
Ooh. I mean, at the time, I'm guessing it was the popular thing to do.
I like Michael Jackson's music. I always had.
You like pop music as well. I mean, like I've rode in the car with you a few times, and like the pop thing was on. So like,
I like it.
So yeah, you follow pop music.
I like pop. I like country. I like rap. I like metal. I like all kinds
I like
of genres.
older country.
Dude, I know I tell you, man. Every once in a while, I like a nice smooth jazz. Hey,
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with that, dude. No.
Music.
It's music. It's expression.
I don't think you should typically go with one genre and say this is what I am.
No, fuck no.
No, man.
No.
Listen, broaden your horizons, broaden your spectrum, and listen to everything, man. You might find something you like, even if it's a genre you don't typically like.
I've been on a kick lately, the past like month, of Amity Affliction, Machine Gun Kelly, and Oliver Tree, which are three completely separate genres. One's EDM, one's fucking metalcore, one's fucking rap music.
It ain't just rap music. Good luck listening, understanding anything that guy fucking says.
Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah, whenever he fucking raps, dude, and goes off, man, you can't understand what he's saying. I can't.
Oh, well.
I can't. It's like when Eminem goes on his little thing, and it's like I like Eminem better than I like Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, well. I like Machine Gun Kelly because he has like more expression in his music than Eminem does. Eminem's just kind of like spitting as fast as he can, which is impressive and it's fun to listen to. But it's not like real music.
He's always mad.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
And
it gets old.
There was a diss between Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem about that. He was like, "Why are you always so mad, dude? Like, you're rich as fuck. You live in a mansion. Like, why are you so pissed all the time? You have like 3 Grammys.
Yeah.
Let it go."
Why are you always so mad, dog?
I forgot what it was, like a Not Afraid song. He's like, Oscar Crouch, sit on the couch. While somebody else get food in their mouth.
I don't know, man. I like Machine Gun Kelly. He's good. He's a good actor, too, actually.
Yeah, he's actually not a bad actor.
He's on that new show that you were just talking about. He's going to be in that movie with Pete Davidson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is.
I think he's Pete Davidson's best friend, actually.
He's in real life, yeah.
They grew up together, yeah.
Oh, in real life, they are best friends now. But
Yeah. They grew up together.
Yeah.
They've been best friends forever, supposedly. That's what I read.
I mean, one's from Cleveland, one's from Staten Island, so I don't think they're best friends forever in real life.
Oh, okay. Well, I may have misread it.
I think they met through Ariana Grande, actually. That's what happened. I'm not sure, though.
She's pretty hot.
I don't know. I'm talking between, like, she looks 12 and she doesn't look 12. I don't know, man.
Please don't say it to me. That's
well,
terrible.
she does. Look at her. She's the body of a fucking 12-year-old, dude.
I don't know, man. I don't know. She's just petite.
Way too petite. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Who am I?
Who
Some
am I?
guy.
Yeah.
Some guy.
mean, I actually prefer my women a little on the thicker side. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like something to hold on to. I like some squish. I like
squish.
I like squish. I like
Every
it.
girl got so turned on hearing that. I like some squish.
Whatever, man. You know what, ladies out there, if you got some squish, don't be ashamed of it.
No.
Because guess what? It's good for loving, baby. It's good for the loving.
I've only known one person my entire lifetime who's liked a girl with twig skinny. It was the weird. I couldn't see past it because like I don't know. It was so weird to me that he preferred a girl to have an A cup. I'm not body shaming by any means, but that's just not my taste.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like all titties. I don't care how big or small they are. Now there is the spectrum that gets too big.
Oh yeah.
And I don't like. I've been on Reddit a lot lately, and I was watching it. I've been looking at r/botched.
Oh no! Like surgeries.
Oh, dude.
That's horrible.
Women, stop putting this stuff in your bodies like
It's
this.
not hot.
It's not hot
I don't
at all,
think
man.
think it's hot.
Listen. There's a. You can go a certain distance with it, and it still looks good.
I don't even think that. I don't like fake titties.
I don't mind them. I mean,
have you felt them? Ever before?
Nah, listen, man. I don't. I prefer a woman to be all natural. I don't even like a woman who wears a lot of makeup.
No, me either.
I mean, I don't wear makeup. You know.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, I don't wear any makeup. What you see is what you get, and I think that I know women are doing this for us. They're not, and somewhat for themselves, but mostly for the opposite sex.
There's no telling. I mean, it's their opinion on what they want to do.
No. Listen, Do you think they would really buy thousands of dollars worth of makeup and have it stashed under their cabinet
Some
and put
girls
this
like to look pretty, man.
paint? Well, I think they look pretty without it. I think that they shouldn't put all the stuff on their
do.
face. Well, some of them do, yeah. Some of them need it.
Some
I'm not gonna lie
some
to
of
you.
them need it, yeah.
Hey, maybe I need makeup. I don't know.
I have those wrinkles.
There's a giant zit on the cheek that I'm not going to show to the camera. But when a guy gets a fucking blemish, you're showing it,
Yeah,
dude.
we have to deal with it.
We have to deal with it,
Yeah.
dude. It's out
Fuck.
there.
That's what I look like
They
today.
think we're lucky that we get to deal with it because we don't have to put makeup on
No,
all the time.
we have to deal with it.
Yeah, because we can't wear makeup.
Yeah.
It's not societally. What? Wait.
This isn't.
Society doesn't make it right for us to wear makeup.
Societally is not a word.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could. I mean, there's
We
gay
could.
guys out there that wear makeup all the time and they rock
Yeah,
it,
look,
man.
look at dudes like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. You probably never heard of them. You're so old.
No.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
they're
boomer.
fucking they're makeup gurus on YouTube and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to wearing eyeliner. I put some eyeliner on if I needed to.
I have before.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. I went through a bit of a emo phase in junior high.
I'd put some eyeliner on. I ain't gonna lie to you, just to accentuate the baby blues. But at the same time, man, I definitely don't want to go through that as a ritual every fucking
No,
day,
fuck
man.
no.
Listen, man,
I don't style my hair every day, let alone put on makeup every day.
that's something I bet women are. Some shit might change here with you know, people staying at home working a lot, man, because of COVID-19. Hey, you know what? They might be like, fuck makeup, dude. I'm over it, man. A lot of them are like, fuck bras. I'm not wearing a fucking bra anymore.
Good. I'm all about that movement. I'm all about it. But no,
Free the nipple.
there was a thing at the start of quarantine where female celebrities would come out on video without makeup on. I'm just sitting here like, who the fuck cares?
You know, some of them I'm like, who the fuck is this? Some of them I can't recognize without the
Still,
makeup
even
on.
they don't give a shit. Like,
Listen,
you're still rich and you still wear makeup outside of this quarantine.
that's true.
So why the fuck are you
I'm hoping
doing
anyway.
it right now?
I'm hoping that we can blur some lines and we can start new trends and not have to put so much fucking makeup on.
This is the year of new trends, all right.
2020 dumpster fire.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 2020 has been a dumpster fire so far, man. What did it start with?
Fucking Australia on fire.
Australia on fire. Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Then we moved to World War III.
Yeah, it's been pretty shitty. It's been pretty shitty so far. You know, and we decided to start a new hobby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we decided that
So we're trying to make something good out of this.
trying to bring the light in the dark.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's our faces, but it's still something in the darkness.
It's not sad at all. This is a good face. I'm a good-looking motherfucker, and I know
Let's talk
it.
about me.
No, me. Anyway, yeah. So hobbies are a good thing, man. And this is our new hobby right now. Hopefully, make it a
Yeah.
little more than a hobby. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I think we're already figuring it out, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, we're already there. I think.
I mean, besides the wall being fucked up. Don't look at that. Look at me. Look at me.
What's the Old Spice commercial? Look at the wall. Now look at me.
Look at the wall. Look at me. Look at me again.
This is what it should be. Yeah. I don't know,
I
man.
don't know either.
I think I'm tapped out.
We don't know shit.
I think I'm tapped out. I think the midweek roll is about done. You know, I just I wanted to make sure we got a little more content out there for the viewers and the listeners. And, this is our first crack at it.
This is our first time doing a midweek, yeah.
So the midweek roll should be well, man. This has been pretty good.
I think it's been interesting. It's definitely been a lot of random shit, but I mean, I think it's been interesting for sure.
I think midweek roll is going to be randomized.
But
for
also,
sure.
who the fuck cares what we think? It's not about us.
You're right.
It's about that guy over there.
Tell us what you think. Get online, give us a review, tell us what we're doing wrong, tell us how we could do better. We're definitely striving to do better. We
Tell
wanna
Mike you hate him. It doesn't matter.
I don't care. I don't care. Tell Alan he's got a little dick. Who cares?
If you want to find out, like and subscribe right now.
No, but like our podcast, we're on every platform that's out there. It's
Everything.
available. Even I found out even my mother-in-law is listening, and
There we go.
she's dealing with some shit out there where she lives at. With all this rain that we've been having, we got a
Yeah.
hurricane coming
I
up
saw
the
the
coast.
pictures. It's crazy.
Good fucking lord,
That
man!
sucks.
I used to live down that road. I know how bad it sucks.
That sucks.
You're basically locked in your house. You can't go anywhere. I mean, it's like the road at certain points can get up to like 2 to 3 feet deep.
Oh, fuck that.
You can't fucking drive through that, man.
Fuck that.
So, here's to her. Love you. Hopefully everything's going well out there. Hopefully, everybody out there is happy and content. And thanks for listening. I appreciate it. And anybody else out there, thank you for listening. Thank you for listenership. Get on these podcasts and subscribe. The only way we can actually tell that you're listening is if you subscribe. And
Yeah.
you can like the podcast too.
Yeah.
Like us on Instagram.
Follow
Instagram
us on
lets us know.
Spotify also.
Follow us for sure.
Yeah.
But we check the Instagram regularly, and I count the likes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I count the
Yeah.
followers. I love it, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
I love it. It feels great.
It's nice.
I've recently opened up a Facebook page under the Are We Drunk Yet? And I'm promoting the Instagram to try to get some more listenership, some more viewers. And after this promotion's over, I'll focus back to Facebook. I think Facebook is the way we're gonna grow this thing a little more.
We'll see, yeah.
We'll see. We're gonna
Yeah.
try. We're gonna try Facebook.
Yeah, we'll research more, obviously. But with all that being said,
Hey, this has been the Are We Drunk Yet podcast.
we're out.
We're out.
Swiftly it starts, impulses driving me so far astray. I feel a part of myself expire.